Nonfiction Ape here for an Attack on Titan chapter 130. Oh my god, I'm so excited I can't even speak. Review video. Okay, just real quick. I put a poll on my Instagram asking if you guys wanted this video to be just a reaction or a live reaction. Or a live reaction and a review. And the live reaction and the review one. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to review it like I did chapter 129. But I'm also going to read it live here for you guys to see. I'll put the timestamps below if you only care for the review and you don't care about the live reaction. So without any further ado, let's get right into it with my, probably going to be my top chapter of the month, as always. Favorite manga. Whew. Okay, let's get right into it. Chapter 130, Humanity's Breaking Down. Dawn. Okay, so Liberio District is completely gone, which means Annie's dad is most likely going to be dead unless they manage to get out of there with that uprising that they were doing, because I'm not sure if you guys remember, but some Eldians, after hearing Aaron's warning about the rumbling, actually started rebelling against the Marleans. So maybe there is hope that he's alive, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, they're all very somber because this is all their districts. They were all raised in Liberio, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna kill Aaron. First of all, I don't think they're able to, but I don't think they want to. So yeah, Annie is completely correct. There's really no point in what they're doing because they're gonna try to talk him out of it, but it's not gonna work. And Annie, being more pragmatic than the rest, sees it. Oh yes, narration. I can tell this narration is gonna be Aaron already. So I'm happy because we haven't seen him in a chapter in like almost 8 months now, I think. God, it's been a while, man. Best boy. Let's go. Okay, a good character moment for Aaron. Oh, this changes my interpretation of his character a little bit. Not sure that he wanted all of this. Maybe he doesn't mean it in the literal sense. Maybe he means it like he would have done it all over again if it meant to save his people. But yeah. Okay, so Flock knew all along that Aaron was pretending. Yes, sir. Okay, so this confirms that Aaron was the one that convinced Historia a bunch of chapters back to have a kid. Okay. I really hope this isn't confirmation that Aaron's the dad, because I don't want Aaron to be the dad. This is a really cool scan. Fuck, this looks powerful, man. I love it. Okay, this chapter is really gonna add a lot to my perception of Aaron. Damn. Alright. This kind of debunks a lot of the stuff as well that I said in my Did Aaron Change video, I think. I'm gonna need to look it over, but... Oof. It's a meaty chapter, I like it. It's reminding me of chapter 123. Ah, Zeke being a cool older brother. I was a really big Zeke fan. I am a really big Zeke fan. But he'd been, like, just so bad for the last year. And now seeing, like, a cool moment with Zeke and him, like, giving some big bro advice to Aaron, even though Aaron clearly doesn't give a shit. It's pretty cool. I like it. Okay, this was heartwarming. Wait, who said the How Bad I Bear a Child? Was that Historia or Aaron? I think it was Aaron. Not sure. Doesn't make sense. Okay. I really hope Aaron isn't the father. Holy fuck, dude. Aaron actually cut his leg off with a fucking knife. God damn, bro. That pain resistance. Okay, no. Aaron said that he wants to bear a child. I really hope he's not Historia's baby dad. I'm not sure if this is a memory or a what if in Aaron's brain. I think it's a what if because Flock wasn't friends with them back then. Yeah, this is definitely a what if. And people say that Isayama can't draw. Look at this beautiful 2-page spread. Fuck you guys. If you're unrealistic expectations. Not every manga is Berserk or Vagabond. No, I'm just kidding. His art improved a lot though. You guys have to admit that. From early chapters to now, it's incomparably better. Bro, the Colossal Titans are fucking swimming. What the fuck? Yo, this is madness, man. This looks so cool. Just feel bad for the studio that's gonna have to animate this because it's gonna be hard. Studio Mappa has a lot in their hands. Fucking submarine Colossal Titans. Holy fuck, look at how big Eren is. How can he even move like that? Yeah, it's pure bones. I thought he was gonna eventually get some meat on them. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna time lapse because I want to read this chapter again, but I'm gonna completely time lapse it so I can like think about what I'm gonna talk about in the review part of it. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna time lapse. I'll see you guys in the review, which is gonna be seconds from now for you guys, but it's gonna be a few minutes for me. Okay guys, so I just finished rereading the chapter and taking some notes on some stuff that I thought was important. And first and foremost, I really love the chapter. Always great to see Eren again, man. Come on, like 8 months Isayama blue balled us with him, but he's finally back and grander than ever. So much to dissect from this dialogue. I don't even know where to start. Well, I do know where to start because I took notes. Anyways, first thing that I wanted to talk about is the confirmation of something that had been sort of a theory for a while. To some people, they took it as a fact, but I wanted some more confirmation, just to be sure. But Eren mentions here, like, where does it even start? And the first frame that he shows is the back then is him sleeping in the tree. Now, why is this important? For you guys that only watched the anime and didn't start from the manga chapter 1, you wouldn't know that in the manga, there is the "see you later, Eren" that is cut out from the anime. And why is it cut out? Because you're made to believe that it's Mikasa talking to him, but it actually is Ymir Fritz. And that's the reason why in this panel it says this is where it started. And they showed this specific panel instead of his mom getting eaten or the wall getting destroyed. And right after this, just to show the correlation more, they even showed the pigs, which were what caused Ymir to get thrown out of society, to be falling into the tree or the source of life that gave her the Titan powers in the first place. So that's pretty clear confirmation that Ymir did talk to Eren in the beginning of Attack on Titan. So yeah, that was something that I really liked seeing because it was a big theory, but now it's pretty much a fact. So the second thing that I want to talk about is this line right here. Eren says, even if it was all decided from the start. Now, what does this mean? This means that Eren and the gang probably had no sway whatsoever in anything that happens in the story. So, in other terms, it's predetermined that everything that is going to happen is immutable. There is no chance of it changing, because I always had this theory that Attack on Titan has a linear timeline. Basically, it's that time only moves in one way, so it's not like every action creates a parallel timeline, like the alternate world theory. But basically, every event that has happened on Attack on Titan flows in a straight timeline that goes from beginning to end, always the same way, and it just keeps repeating. And that's why I believe the Attack Titan power works the way it works. Because if you were able to see the future user's memories, that doesn't make much sense if his memories are able to change. Because let's suppose that Grisha saw Eren's memories, and in the memories that Grisha saw, he both genocided or he also died at a point earlier in the story. That wouldn't make sense. So the Attack Titan power only makes sense if the future is predetermined and there's no altering it. So yeah, they were kind of fated to do all of this stuff, which is really interesting. Shows a lot about the timeline. I'm sorry if it got a bit confusing, but basically what I'm saying is that they really don't have choice in Attack on Titan. So I don't know how I feel about that now that I think about it, but I might be overreading into this. It's because I've always had this theory that the timeline is linear, and I feel like this statement kind of confirmed it with Eren saying that even if it was all decided from the start. What else? Yes, also one more time confirmation that Eren knew everything that was going to happen before it happened the moment he kissed Historia's hand. And great, in the same panel. Here is him kissing her hand, and here is him seeing other stuff that was going to happen much later in the future. Because I was arguing with a subscriber. I hope you're a subscriber, the person who was arguing with me, that he didn't know that Sasha was gonna die before she died. And here's confirmation about how specific it is. He sees so much stuff. Here's him seeing Mikasa when she was like right next to him in the Marleyan invasion of Liberio, and she was on top of him saying, "Eren, come home." Here's him seeing Zeke grab his head after it's been decapitated. He's seen all this stuff before. He knew all of that shit was gonna happen. Falco, like there's so many memories here that he's seen. So again, this backs up that Eren knew everything that was gonna happen from the moment he touched Historia's hand in detail, as this shows once more. What else? What's next? Yeah, he made a reference to Historia's quote saying that she's the worst girl in the world. And I don't know if you guys remember that, but that is when Historia was in season 3 of the anime, I think around chapter 60 of the manga, I must say, when she was saving him from Rod Rice because he was about to be eaten by her. And she says that she's going to destroy the world, and she's the worst girl in the world because the world deserves to be destroyed. And it's kind of cool to see this paradigm shift, because now they swapped positions where Eren wants to destroy the world because he believes that it's rotten, but Historia is having doubts about it. It's a really cool switch of positions there, and I don't know if a lot of people are going to remember this reference, but yeah, she did say, "I'm the worst girl in the world, I'm going to help the world get destroyed," and now he's adopted that paradigm to himself. So I thought it was a pretty neat observation to make, because I don't know if, I hope most people remember it. It's a pretty big statement. It's like one of Historia's better character moments. Also, my goat Zeke has finally debunked the slave Mikasa thing that's been a meme for the longest fucking time, ever since Eren said that he hated her and that she was a slave. Zeke pretty much confirms it, that it's been out of her like pure like will to protect Eren because she loves him. And yeah, it pretty much debunks, and it also backs up the stuff that he was completely lying to Mikasa and Armin to get them to get away from his plan to do the rumbling so that they wouldn't stop him and they wouldn't get hurt. Now, another thing that happened in this chapter is I'm really confused, because now they're really making it seem like Eren could be the father to Historia's baby, and I don't know how I feel about that, because I want him to end up with fucking Mikasa. Like, Historia is a great girl, but I just don't feel it the same. They don't have the same amount of history that Eren has with Mikasa, and like, I get it, he's not gonna be happily married with anyone, or I think so, but yeah, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it, because I feel like it'll be such a bittersweet ending for Mikasa. I feel like Eren won't be as sad if he doesn't end up with Mikasa, but if she doesn't get this, like, then she's just gonna have the most depressing ending ever in the manga. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I'll have to keep reading, obviously, and I trust in Isayama. So if he's doing it, it's for a reason, but who knows. So another thing I noticed is that they mention here that it's the World Fleet Union, and why is that important? This shows that already the entire planet has awareness that the rumbling's happening, which shouldn't be hard, but now it really solidifies that there's no way out of this. Now it's not only Marley that's afraid of Eldians and that wants to kill the Eldians. The whole world is literally fighting against them. because they do say that it's like all the greatest weapons on the planet. It's a world fleet. It's not the Marley fleet. So yeah, it's tough. There's no going back now. But I mean, the chapter just says that Aaron's always been moving forward. Did the reference? Yeah, and finally, the last thing that I wanted to note was the similarity between Aaron's Attack Titan, which I don't think that's what it is anymore. Like, they do call it the Attack Titan right here, but he is very obviously at this point the Founding Titan. And I'll put it on the screen here so you guys see the difference between Ymir's Titan, which has the rib cage coming out, and Aaron's, which is practically the same. Just doesn't have skin, which I'm not sure I like this design too much, but oh, it is what it is. At this point, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I think Aaron might actually win. This is gonna be insane. This is gonna be like a really bittersweet ending. But yeah, I can definitely see this causing like a bunch of fucking controversy in the future when like it gets animated and people are like, oh my god, Attack on Titan is a pro-genocide manga, and they're gonna completely ignore the context. But yeah, well, this was a really good chapter. I was really happy. It was worth the wait. I cannot wait for 131, but then again, I can never wait for the other Attack on Titan chapter. I just want to read it all already, but at the same time I don't want it to end, but at the same time I do, because I want it to be a perfect ending. So yeah, that was pretty much all my thoughts of it. Clearly enjoyed the chapter a lot. As you guys can see, I'm excited always talking about it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave your like comments in the comment section about what you guys thought about the chapter, any questions you might have for me, any disagreeing you might have with me. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you for watching the video until the end. Fiction Ape out the gate. Catch you guys later. Good night.
When I look at you in your eyes.